Hi, welcome back to one of these two. So, 41 to 13,000 losses. Quite a turn. Air losses, yeah, still running high. They have again abandoned some ground though. We'll find out how much. Up to the river by the looks of it. Oh, we can just get across the river. That's pretty important. We're going to stay out of contact. Because we haven't got enough to attack. Going to move you down to here as well. You can come up. Oh, that makes some lovely, powerful core there. You can fall down to here. Take this weak guy out. That's another core, but it needs to rebuild. I'm actually starting to run out of infantry divisions down here. Again, they've moved up to the river. Bring this guy down as well. Leaves the HQ behind, just take these two. Then that infantry corps. Make a hole. Don't make a hole. Rush these two cavalry in. And an infantry. I could try there, but I'm not going to make a difference. Pull you two back. Bring you up for next turn. Here. I'm expecting that thing to be on reserve. Yeah. Let's get this naval brigade out. That's cavalry unit. That's the one I wanted. Oh, that's another core. So I continual construction of stronger units is very useful. Now, did I pull some? I thought I was assembling a group of, what do you call it, brigades somewhere. All the ski brigades are kind of formed up here. Nice if the game let me disband them. Okay, so here in Vosna, we're not going to move fully into contact, but we are going to advance a bit. You know, you need to stay in there. Here we can at least straighten the line. This is great. Tank off the front line. again, tank off the front line. Fill that with infantry divisions. Right. Oh, let me disband some units. God damn you. Right, up here we're holding. Continue to dream about making another unit. Right, they've been pushing up here. We need to start putting in some defences. Let's defence in depth a bit here. I mean, how stupid the AI been? Not that stupid, those guys are completely useless. Alright. Now let's backfill. Move people up, make sure we got where we want them. In mutually supported positions. Annoyingly, that could be one of the easier places to break through, but getting troops down there is going to be a pain. I also have lost my rail repair unit. All the random ones. There we go. Found him. That's good because that means I can now build a depot here. We want a depot down here. I wonder if I'm not using enough depots. The AI seems to use a lot more. So let's try that. There's a big chunk up here, I can only build them near railway lines. But you're out of luck. You've only just retaken that. That rail line's broken. Not quite being able to fix that. You're going to come down and support this thrust. I also forgot to group these guys. Well, that's a big strong rifle corps beyond up at the front. Alright. Good supplies. Alright, to continue their attack in the north. And my guys who advance forwards obviously get punched. Need some troops to try and cut through and up, surround their slot. The problem is they've got so many ports, it's going to be near impossible. Yeah, this is a bit of a worrying push. We'll do that, no defensive line. Right, 156, or 2,000 sorties, 156 lost. That's more like it sortie-wise. Got some interdiction hits in. The Baltic Air Command is targeting around the enemy near Leningrad. 16th Air Army went out with a force. They were targeting the Solomensk rail area. So yeah, they properly hammered that. Okay, that's good. That was... They were like the squares around. Yeah. So yeah, they've smashed that one rail line, so these guys will hopefully have less supplies. There's mere smattering. And then these guys have bombed everyone up north. Right. This is a bit worrying though, isn't it? Bit of rain as well. We need to try and get a front line together out of what we've got up here. Alright, give up a bit of ground. You gentlemen are going to have to spend a few turns refitting by the looks of it, but not sure you can do that. You feel very exposed right now. We're going to do that and leave that as a slightly less impediment. Here though, we got a chance. .7, so I bring more infantry units down. We can get smash back. 69. Reach the airfield at least. Right, was this a bad idea? Probably. 39 there. Maybe if we bring all these forces forwards. No. Here we should be able to. Yeah, that's a route. That's good. That's a route. That's artillery. Your cavalry. Bring this strong core of riflemen forwards with some artillery. And bounce off there. You've got to be able to route this guy. No? Okay. That's good. I haven't got anything to exploit it. These are all stupidly strong. This is like the SS units are. Losses. Currently running at 60,000 to 100 tanks. This is not surprising. At least we've got good recon around here. God, there's just no way of breaking through any of this, is there? XX. What is in here? The Leibstad Adolf Hitler, 9th Panzer Division, the Romanian Cavalry Division. That's 62. They have solidified this to the point we ain't breaking through. Yeah, we're not breaking through anywhere along here. Alright. I have to wait for our troops to recover. Which means I need to check the commander's thing. Just a few thousand men. I'm not a fan of this stalemate. Got some points. Let's see if I can convert a few more troops. Not the... Oh, that's another core. This is right. I can't see any rhyme or reason why some of these convert and some of these don't. They're all the same unit. Well, not anymore. They were. None of them are withdrawing. I suppose some of them don't have a good TOE. Need to check the manual, really. Right. Let's build a few more infantry corps. Go. Better than nothing. On to the next turn. Alright, continue attacks in the north. Yeah. The paper I've got here ain't going to do much. Often lose me men. Alright, ooh, another good number of sorties. 17th Air Army has also been sent out to do some good damage. Yeah, hopefully we'll do some nice rail damage. Yeah, I did a few more level bombers to these guys. Seems to be taking effect. Look at this. Look what they've had to do down here. Right. Let's not mess around. We are going to open up an exit here. Bring you up. Then we're going to bring somebody from the back, if possible. They've already retreated. Right, cavalry. Infantry. Other cavalry. We are through their line. And you can get around on this. And the joy here is they've also put remains on all of this front here. Right. I want this guy gone. I want to be able to cut this one off. To extreme prejudice. Right. You guys can smack him. No, not quite. You can make it to there. You can make it to there. You can make it to the gates of Stellino. You're still rebuilding. Alright, tell me I've got another armoured core that can break through. Right, up here. Artillery support. You can move him. We're going to shift everyone we can. Have a look through the manual as well. Do any of these guys have? Yeah. They should just be able to... Okay, these guys can build up. Excellent. There we go, that's 2 enemy divisions captured. Once I can get someone into that hex there, that should be less of a problem. Okay, we got a breakthrough. That's just the mechanized, isn't it? I just want the mechanized. He's got to come down to here. Ski brigades are going to come down as well. Like these 3. Are you going to build up? You are going to build up. Okay, so you. That says merge unit, yes. Why does he say merge unit? No. We're in the same group. Where do you need to go looking for once I say merge unit? Right. You've repaired all the way up to there. Here we've got another. Part of me is more worried where they've taken the troops off. Because obviously this is not a vacuum. Right. Move you up to there. I just wanted to completely have to route. Which I got. I mean, they're all strong up here. Okay, so we got a big opening here. A security unit that's not afraid to use it. Alright, let's take a risk here. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Here we're going to hammer this guy. And then this guy. Here's some armor. You can sneak through to there. You can sneak through to here. One of these cores can come down to here. Like that. This motorized core can pop him. That's probably never going to hold, but I don't think I've got much I can do about that. Putting these guys somewhere they can be useful. We're going to retreat. They put a lot of people up north. I think this is what's happened. They have to just retreated for most of their gains. Oh, that's some cracking breakthroughs there. Alright, so if we shift you guys back one, bring this artillery up. Build the front line with you guys. Now we bounce. But losses are a lot more even. They're going to have to react to that or retreat, because that could be an amazing breakthrough if I continue on these lines. Bring the artillery forwards. Just flood more units into that zone. In for a penny, in for a pound. Did you get them to retreat? Who can we fit into this gap here? He's going to get his face kicked in, but he's going to be threatening. Okay, can we shatter one of these guys here? Chance. With artillery support. Okay, cavalry division filter into there. Because that cuts off a load of those guys. Fills that with dodgy grade infantry. The best the Soviet Union has to offer. And you can come around to this flank. Make sure he's cut off. Get these 3 rifle corps to the front. You'll now go down here. You need to be near the breakthrough. Means I can build a depot here. Build another depot here, so we're just pushing huge amounts of supplies in. You don't have much. We're going to move you to here. We'll track a bunch of these guys to that. I'm not looking forward to the counterattack here, but at least the attack itself seems to be going well. That's a good breakthrough. Just please hold it for a turn so I can just get guys up there. There's an extra bit of AV in there. You can come forward to support that. That was good as well. Alright. Get you back out. Do that just to threaten. We should get one of these units. Yeah, I've been a good boy this year. I know it's nowhere near Christmas, but can I have them early? That gets rid of another unit there. 1 hex short. Okay. That's 2 massive holes we've made in their line, and a couple of minor ones. They've moved everyone to this region, and they've just sacrificed the guys in the south. Got anyone hanging around, have I? A rail repair unit that could be more useful up here. See, the main line's already repaired. There's this little motorised brigade. Okay, so you can push forward to there. Motorised brigade is probably near full. Yeah, that's a 94%. Woo! Alright. Let's see. Eyes have captured Sicily. That's probably it. They've probably moved a load of guys to Italy. And I was just in a great place to exploit it with Operation Whatever. I'd be the worst at aim operations. Well, another cavalry unit here can go support that one there. Right. Push as many supplies into these troops as you can. So that's perfect. Exactly what we wanted. Going to do that again. These guys should have got a few hundred tons of equipment. Their supply levels are good. Their strength is weak. They are going to get smashed because there are panzer divisions up here. If they move them, that weakens that flank. I don't think they've got enough to cover both of these breakthroughs without weakening up here. And if they weaken up here, I attack them up here. Right, let's cycle this turn. Been a long one, actually. Alright, here comes the counterattack. They've broken through to those guys. Not surprised, but have they got enough to shut this down? That was an interesting attack. It cost me a lot of men, but yeah. Another one that's hit there. They hit down there just at the edge. This one was, yeah, I didn't expect this to do anything. It's made a spoiler. They've reconnected with that guy. And that guy. Right, a tank core there. Looks like they're going to get them all back. Yeah. We actually held there. That's good. We still have a lot of units in this area. Routed there. Yeah, it's using tank cores to mop up weak loot units. Ooh, 15,000 lost in that fight. But then what did it do? Yeah, you're going to try to cut forward to cut all these guys off? They're pushing troops in. That means they've had to take them from somewhere. Yeah, the 1 hex from cutting this lot off. But we all know 1 hex can be a mountain. Also, they've had to pull troops off from this top line to do this. You can see them disappearing from up here. Does that weaken this line? Yeah, they're still pushing in the north. That's fine. That's the troops that aren't moving south. This is big old emptiness now. Leningrad's the only thing of interest in northern Russia. Too close to the Arctic Circle. You can feel the panic with that, couldn't you? Their defensive line. This will be interesting. Right, number 2,000 of their directives. The rail use is getting pounded still. Hopefully that's having an effect, but you're all here for this, aren't you? Limited retreat. This is interesting. For the south, yeah, they've just reinforced this southern line, so I just need to move up to here. So yeah, number 2 advancing, but sadly, I'm getting the ground, but I'm not crushing the enemy. Central area partisans are up now. Okay, they've retreated here as well, and they've retreated back on here. But if I'm not killing them, then I'm going to have a very hard time breaking through when I get to right here. If I can get to here. But I'm making the ground at least. Alright. See you next time. That's what I think about it.